Hello guys, welcome once again. This is Tech PBA. Thanks for joining me. So sometimes when you open up your Hyper-V manager and you want to start up your virtual machine, you right click on the virtual machine, select the start option. The virtual machine might fail to start up and you will see under the state of the virtual machine paused or critical. And when you check the status of the virtual machine, you will also see disk encountered critical IO errors. The full error message is paused, critical, disk encountered critical IO errors. This is mainly caused by the host computer running out of disk space to accommodate the increasing size of the virtual hard disk. That is the hard disk for the virtual machine. So from here, what I'm going to do is to minimize the Hyper-V Manager window, open File Explorer to show you what I am talking about. So on this PC, we have dedicated the disk H as the partition for the virtual hard disk, and you can see that it only has 24 megabytes of free disk space, which is what is preventing the virtual machine from starting up. But on this PC and in this scenario, we can see that there are two partitions, the disk C and then the disk H. The disk C has 216 gigabytes of free storage space. So what we are going to do is to shrink the disk C to get some free space there and then add that free space to that of the disk H, which is the partition for the virtual machine. In your case, you may have only one partition or only one disk, so you would need to delete stuff from that one disk to free up storage space to resolve the issue for you. But in my case, I am going to shrink the disk C and add it to the disk H. Before I do that, I will turn off the virtual machine by right clicking on it in the Hyper-V manager, selecting the turn off option to shut the virtual machine completely down. The next thing I will do is to open the disk management window by typing diskmgmt.msc in the search box. I'll click the run as administrator, type the admin credentials. In your case, if your user account is already an admin account, you wouldn't need to type these credentials. It will just take you to the disk management window, just as we are looking at right now. So I said we are going to shrink the disk C. So what I will do is to right click on the C partition, select the shrink volume. This will query the disk or the partition for the amounts that we can shrink. I will leave the defaults and then select the shrink option to shrink the disk C. So the shrink is done. We have some 38.49 unallocated space we can add to the disk H or the partition H to resolve this issue. However, since the unallocated space is to the immediate left of the partition we want to extend or increase, we cannot do this. The option to extend the volume is grayed out. This is because in Microsoft Windows, to extend a particular partition, the unallocated space has to be to the immediate right of that existing partition. Because of this, I'm going to use an application known as EaseAS Partition Master to perform this task. That is to add the unallocated space to the partition we want to extend or increase. So I'll search for the EaseAS Partition Master and in Google Chrome. I'll select the link to download it from the Microsoft Store. The best way to do it is to download from the Microsoft Store. So click on that, click the download to download the application. Select the application from the download complete area. Then give it some time to install the application on your PC. Now, when the installation is done, you might get an upgrade version. So just click on the upgrade now to install the latest version of the application. When the upgrade is also done, you will get this window on the screen now. But before we make any system changes to the PC, let's create a system restore point. So right click this PC, select properties, and then in the window select system protection, and then under the system protection select the local disk C and click the create option. Give it a name, give the system restore point a name. I'll call mine today. Click the create option to start creating the system restore points. This will help us to restore the computer back to a working state if anything goes wrong. So click OK to close the system properties pop-up window. Minimize this window also, and now we can go ahead and use the EASAS partition master to extend the partition. So click the resize or move option in the EASAS partition master. From there, I'll click and hold the slider on the left side of the partition we want to extend, move it to the left to fill out the unallocated space, and click OK. And you can see that the partition has now changed color from red to blue, indicating that it now has some free disk space. Click the execute one task at the bottom right to begin extending the partition or resizing the partition. That's a summary of what is going to take place. So all you have to do is to click the apply option to begin resizing the disk or increasing the disk. Give it a few seconds for the operation to be done, and you can see that the partition's size is originally 107 and it's going to be increased to 145 gigabytes. Click the done to close out of this particular screen. You want to close that, or you can also close the EASAS tool completely or minimize it. So in File Explorer, we can also see again that the partition has been resized, and it has 38.5 gigabytes of free disk space. Now that we know that, we can go ahead and then open Hyper-V Manager to start up our virtual machine again. So if you ever encounter this error message, don't panic, just reboot your computer, since we made a system change to the partition on the computer. So all you need to do is to reboot your computer. So I rebooted my computer. Now I will open the Hyper-V Manager again and try starting the virtual machine again. So this time when I right click on it, select the start option, the virtual machine is starting up successfully. I'll right click again, select the connect to open the virtual machine in a new window, and that is the virtual machine logging in, and it has successfully logged in to the desktop. And you can see parrots as the desktop background on the virtual machine. So yes guys, kindly subscribe, like and share the video, and let us know if you have any comments or questions in the comments below. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye for now.